I was dying, and I knew I was dying and hallucinating. I even had dreamed I'd suffered a rather unpleasant visit from Mean Moe, leader of the Three Stooges. At least, the dream made me laugh. I even felt a bit better. But now it was the watches of the night, the wee small hours of the morning, and I lay once again in my bed in the ICU, waiting for the Grim Reaper, to come and take me away. Suddenly, a man burst into the room crying, "I can't see! I can't see!" "What's wrong?" I croaked. And then, in a voice like a little kid, the guy squealed, "I've got my eyes closed." And in that instant, I realized I was confronted by Larry of the Three Stooges. He stumbled into the room, a short, well-dressed man with a small, beaky nose, a small, beak-like nose, and a Bozo the Clown hairstyle. Tufts of shaggy, unruly hair sprouting from both sides of his bald head, like epaulets or rabbit ears. And when I say stumbled, I mean stumbled, for he stumbled across the room and crashed into my hospital bed. "I'm sorry, Moe. It was an accident," he stammered. "I'm not Moe," I stammered back. I can't see. "I know, you've got your eyes closed," I said in disgust. "Oh, a wise guy, eh?" Larry retorted as he looked around my dark little room, before adding, "This is a nice place. It reminds me of the reform school." I still had trouble breathing, but I finally managed to whisper, "Hey, you're Larry, right? Larry, the middle stooge." "Well, I don't want to say yes, but I can't say no. Moe was here last night. He wasn't very nice," I complained. "Leave him alone. I always liked you guys from the time I was a kid. Why do you come torment me?" "Hey, where's your dignity?" Larry said in a loud voice. "We feel we have a duty to posterior to help you survive." "Survive? You guys are killing me." "What a brain," Larry said, shaking his bozo do. "We're trying to make you laugh. Laughter is the best medicine." "Well, you can cut the clownin'." "Hey, cut the clownin'. That's one of my lines," Larry said, a tad peevishly. "Want to hear a joke?" he continued, and before I could protest he began, "A mouse is traveling with the elephants in a circus train. Well, the train starts jostling, so the mouse says to the elephants, 'Hey, fellas, let's be careful not to step on each other's toes.' Ain't that a dilly?" And with that, he brought his fist down on my stomach, knocking the wind out of me. Instinctively, I grabbed his nose and gave the snotty tip a little twist. "Oh, my bugle," Larry cried. "My poor, sweet, lovable little bugle." I was tempted to rip out a clump of his bozo hair, but such an action would have been too much like Mean Moe, so instead I simply said, "It's been swell seeing you, Larry. Really, really fine, but I think you should probably go now. I'll leave when I'm ready." "And are you ready yet?" Yeah, I'm ready. And with that, this strange little man with his bugle nose and bozo hairstyle scampered towards the door and had his hand on the knob when I softly called, Thanks for coming, Larry. Will you be coming back? I asked, with no small degree of apprehension, of trepidation. The stooge who was Larry turned to look back at me, and I saw him smile. Oh, we'll be back, he crooned, and raising his arm in salute, he shouted, For duty and humanity. And then he was gone. And I began to laugh, to guffaw, and soon began to splutter and choke, and then the nurses were in the room, and I kept saying, I'm fine, I'm fine. And since I was the patient, they ignored me. But they did eventually give me something to knock me out. When I woke up in the morning, sunlight was streaming into my room, and I actually felt fine. And I began to wonder, was I going to live? And I also wondered, what would happen tonight? Curly? Shemp? To be continued.